time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Know your job.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Cowboy 80. Go.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, getting a 1,000-yard rusher this year, that means something in today's NFL.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Two times.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Room to run. And some room to run now. And now off to the races down the right side. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Watch this.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's able to get this out past the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
Cut. 91 is the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Bang L. Here we go. Mike 9. Hey. You got to... Hey, we got to steal.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication. That receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage, and it looks like he's going in motion. Someone either has to go with him, or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow, they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this one down around the try. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just do it for you.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talking about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Applewhite, off play action. Got a man and he hits him in stride. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength trying to get guys some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw here. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Good to make it 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a Bears touchdown. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is in this situation.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41. And CD, you look at this defense. What kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go, let's go.
The tackle made.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense.
Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
That's money in the bank. 22-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here in the middle of the field, it's still available because you can call timeout.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw.
You gonna take. You got take.
And it's caught off the deflection. The 20.
Okay, baby, come on.
And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wiggins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right on the 30.
We got him.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the man open here is strong. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
They'll run forward with Barkley. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th golden inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Straight from left to the extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
Jet 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
CD, he is getting closer. He just went past 18,000 career rushing yards, just a few hundred away from Mr. Emmitt Smith.
And aren't you glad we don't have to go down and interview him after the game?
I don't want to talk to him.
Because you know we'd have to ask him about the record. He doesn't want to talk about it at this time, I'm sure. But the countdown will officially begin.
Yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Everybody knows he's knocking on the door. Defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up with a run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's now third down.
Applewhite now. Off the play fake. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. If you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
Get ready, get ready,
Big
get ready.
yardage that time for the Jets.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Hey, score down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line.
That's how we do it, baby.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Back to throw. Wiggins. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know where we are, but sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score.
That time a 6-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. First the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
91.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not. Helping their cause here, 2nd down and long. A handoff as they run the counter play. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now Applewhite to throw. Off play action. Steps away to his left. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
That's it, baby. That's it.
A fumble on the play.
Back now here on EA Sports. And that is is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the midfield logo. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a this drive, and in a relatively quick manner. A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
Yeah,
6 here on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wiggins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
All day, baby, all day.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Jets 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go. Let's do this.
They're on 27-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Liam Cobb on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
They don't give it here to his running back.
Go, go. It's wrong. It's wrong.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here we go.
And now with 1:52 to go,
You don't want it.
And he will score. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20 without much forward. He's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. A minute 44 to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here. Starting with 1st and 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so they'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Bang out. Oh, you got deep? Mike 9. Hey. We got a seal.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He wasn't ready.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Check 9. Hey, hurt.
Under crunch.
Joe Reed, go.
Finding some room at midfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
At the 21-yard line.
Kill.
Bang.
Check Bobcat.
Bang.
Go.
Shedding the tackle. And he will score. Touchdown. A great play there. It's a third touchdown.
The Bills make me wanna. This one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead. more passes like that downfield. To throw on second down, Wiggins. Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted.
What's up?
Picked off near the 26. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case,
and he will score. Touchdown. In for 6. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
From the gun, Wiggins. Able to find Pryor. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, calling the 21. Start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back in his own 19-yard line.
Get him, boys!
So Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing.